Hi everyone, welcome to this new video of GeoGuessr. Today we're going to play some GeoGuessr. It's been a while I didn't do any GeoGuessr video on my channel. I think this one is the first one I do this year, in English at least, because I already did a French one too. So this video I'm going to play GeoGuessr, but I'm doing it mostly to explain why you don't see any GeoGuessr contents anymore on my channel. For this video I'm just going to play a random Battle Royale distance just to have something to show on the screen. That's literally why I'm going to do this game. But otherwise, yeah, I don't play a lot, so that's basically why you don't see videos anymore. It's just because I don't play GeoGuessr anymore almost. The only time I play the game now is when I play with some other people, like when streamers play with viewers, things like that. So that's the reason you don't see GeoGuessr anymore on my channel. And why I don't play GeoGuessr anymore? The problem is not GeoGuessr itself. The problem is mostly from Google, because Google keeps doing stupid things with their products. Remember that Google is one of the best companies to kill their own products and services. That's why there is literally a website named Killed by Google that exists. So they are not going to kill GeoGuessr or Street View as a whole, obviously, but they are making changes that are kind of problematic for the user experience on Street View. So for example, if you play GeoGuessr, you must have noticed the problem, or one of the problems at least, because they have actually there are actually two problems Google did recently. So one of the problems is when you move, you probably notice that you cannot move as fast as before. Before we could click like far away and you will instantly go there, but it's not the case anymore. Something changed, and that's one change Google did recently. Actually, I don't know if it's if it is an intended change. Maybe it's a bug. It could be a bug, huh? But honestly, I don't know if it's a bug. For me, it's not a bug. For me, it's something Google decided to do for some reason. I don't know why, because I cannot find any reason for that. I mean, doing this limitation there to move only cause trouble for everyone, including Google itself, because when you want to move, you have to click more times and you have to load way more pictures, which means you load more data. So this is a problem for users because this is more data consuming, especially for low-end connection users or people that have Meteorite connections. It's going to be a nightmare for them to use Street View and or play GeoGuessr. It's also a problem for the overall user experience because you have to do more steps to accomplish the same thing, and that's not supposed to happen. I mean, you're supposed to do the opposite, not increasing the steps. So that's Hungary. That's not a good thing again. And of course, for Google, it's a problem because since we have to move to do more steps to move the same distance, we have to load more pictures, which means we are going to make way more requests to the server, to the Google servers, load more data, and this is going to have an impact on their servers on the bandwidth as well. So literally everybody loses in this change. So I really hope it's a bug, and I hope Google will fix it as soon as possible. But honestly, it's been already 3 months and still nothing. So yeah, for me, it's not a bug. For me, Google wants to do that for some reason. I don't know why, because like I said, it's literally going to harm everyone, including Google. So I have no idea why they do that, but they did that. Welcome to Google and its nonsense. It's always like that. And so this is only one part of the problem, because we still have more. Weird things Google did lately. They did another change, and this time it's an actual change Google did. I mean, they decide to do it. They confirm that, and they say they don't want to revert to this change when it literally makes no sense. And this change is about the generation of blue lines. I think I will say it like that. It's hard to explain. It's going to take a while to explain, so I will try to explain quickly. But on the Google Maps, when you go on the website or the application on your phone, you can enable the Street View layer, and it will display the blue lines on the roads. Those blue lines shows where Google Street View data is available and accessible by anyone, by me, by you, by the game, like a GeoGuessr here. If there is no blue line, you cannot access the coverage. That's the case, for example, in Germany. Most of the country has coverage, but not public. It's not public, so you cannot access it. I don't know where I am in Bangladesh. Apparently, I am the only one guessing Bangladesh. So if the blue line doesn't exist, then you cannot access the data on it. The problem is to have a blue line, the pictures. So this is a picture, a 360 picture. The picture needs to be close enough to a road on the map to have a blue line to exist, because the blue lines need a road on the map to attach to them and exist. If there is no road, then the blue line cannot exist. For example, if the map is incomplete and there is a road but it's not on the map, and if a car drives on it, then the blue line will not appear on it. What is this country there? Okay, it's Israel. So the thing is, for a blue line to exist, so it needs a, what is that? We have the cost. Let me check a bit. I think I will go here. I think we are, yes, we are guessing the same place. So when they want to, then when they publish coverage, the panoramas are placed on the map according to the GPS data the car had when the picture was taken. So the car is driving this road, and when taking the pictures, there is a GPS. Okay, I was way too north. And there is let me let me show you on the Google Maps. It's going to be easier to understand. So let's see. I know a road where the problem is obvious. It's somewhere in this area. This one. So when I click on the map, you see this small yellow man there, which is the pigman, is located where the panorama is. The panorama is the picture. So in this case, it's okay. The picture is on the road, no problem. But the problem is, if the picture is too far away from the road, then the blue line is not going to appear. And that's exactly why there is a gap here. Because you see, the road is wrong on the map. You see, there is a curve here and here, when the road is actually going on a straight line like this. So the map is wrong, and because of this, the panorama that is here is too far away from the road line on the map. And just because of this, the blue line will not appear. Before, the distance here could go as much as 45 meters on average. It was something between 40 and 50 meters to have the blue line to not appear anymore. But Google did a change in September, so September 2021, last year. They did a change that is intended for Google. and this change is to lower the maximum distance from 45 meters to 10 meters. And because of this blue line that was here is now removed because the distance is greater than 10 meters. That's simple like that. And just because of this change that makes no sense, because I don't know why they did this change. They know Google Maps is not precise enough to allow this change to exist without breaking everything like this. Yet they did it, and now we have gaps like this everywhere in the world, and that's a problem. Because of the gaps like this, we cannot move. See, if I try to move the other way, it's not possible anymore. We are stuck here. And of course, for GeoGuessr, it's a nightmare because now we can spawn on very small blue lines that have no exit, and we cannot have clues. So when you try to get a perfect score and you end spawning on this thing there, for example, you cannot move outside of this area, and you're stuck. No clues, you cannot guess correctly, and your game is over basically. And since I like to play moving games, well, this thing harms the game a lot. Because of this, the game is so broken. But that's not the fault of GeoGuessr, that's the fault of Google. That's Google's fault, so unfortunately we cannot do anything against that. And every country in the world have this problem. Some countries have a big loss, like Nigeria, for example. This road is completely broken. This one is completely broken too, like this one. So many roads are missing now. It was the same in Kenya. It's better now, but you can see a problem here. It's everywhere. Even the new coverage that was released in the past months, like in Russia, is already broken. It was broken before being published because of this change. Same for this new coverage in Canada here, or many other places. You can check all the countries, you will find the broken coverage everywhere. And because of this, in GeoGuessr, you often get some places where you cannot move anymore because the blue line is broken, or you get black screen as well, because black screens happen when Google tries to load a location that was on a road, like this one, for example, but the blue line is not there anymore, it's gone. And because of this, there is no more data to load. And GeoGuessr tries to load nothing, and the black screen happens instead. And unfortunately, yeah, the developers cannot do anything for that, so it's up to Google to fix this change. And we have to tell Google to revert the change they did, because it literally makes no sense. This one and the other one about the movement. And for this, the only way we have, the only thing we can do, is to go to the issue tracker. You can see the links in the video description. Yeah, there are two links. The first one is this one. This one is about the broken coverage. So they did the change. They are saying there at this stage, we are not planning to revert this change, but they have to do it. It's not possible to keep like that. They say it's fixed when it's actually not fixed. How you can say it's fixed when you see things like this? I don't understand. It's not fixed at all. For Google, they fixed the bug by creating the bug. Nonsense. So the first one is about the broken coverage. The other one is about they reduced the movement speed, which I hope it's actually a bug. So you can go there, and what you can do when you are logged in with a Google account is to start the issue, so Google can see how many people are interested by a bug fix. And you can also write a message to ask them to revert the change, because it makes Street View impossible to use. Don't talk about GeoGuessr. Don't say I am GeoGuessr player, I cannot play anymore. They don't care. They don't care at all about GeoGuessr. The game could die right now. It will change nothing for Google. So don't talk about GeoGuessr. Just talk about Street View. You are a Street View user. If you actually use the API to make application using Street View or Google Maps. You can also say that this change is breaking your apps and making them unusable. You have users that are not happy, things like that, because that's actually what's happening with GeoGuessr, for example. We pay GeoGuessr so they can pay Google with the API, but we cannot use the service because it's all broken. The Google Street View, the actual state of Google Street View is so bad. I never saw that since the beginning in 2007. With the broken navigation, the broken coverage, the low quality unofficial coverage everywhere. We have no filter for it. No new countries added in the world since they enable unofficial coverage, so people can work for free for Google instead. It's so bad. I don't know who manages the project, but this person should be fired right now because it's a disaster. His work is a disaster. So yep, unfortunately, we cannot do anything more than just complain on the issue tracker and to ask Google to revert those changes. So what you can do is to go there and share those links, this one and this one, to anyone that will be interested by using Street View. Not only GeoGuessr players, but anyone that just use Street View on Google Maps like this, for example. But we need a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, it's probably going to be at least thousands of people. Unfortunately, I have no way to contact so much people. So share the links, tell the people to go there, to start the issue, and to write a message. So they eventually they will revert the change. Even if I have basically no hope. We never know, so we still have to try. Just don't write bad stuff. Don't insult them. It's useless to do that. Just tell them to revert the change because it makes no sense to have done it at the beginning. So because all of this, that's why I don't play GeoGuessr anymore. It's so broken. I don't enjoy the game. If I don't enjoy the game, well, I don't play it because I play games for fun. If I can't get fun, then there is no reason to play a game. And because I don't play the game, obviously, I don't do videos, and that's logical. So until Google fixes the problem, you will probably don't see any new GeoGuessr contents on my channel. And since the English videos are only on GeoGuessr on my channel, this also means you are not going to have English content on the channel too until Google fixes the problem again. So yep, if you're following the channel for English contents and GeoGuessr contents, well, I'm sorry for you, but it's not going to be interesting for you anymore. If you don't keep the channel subscription or whatever, it's not a problem. You can do it. We totally understand. So that's it for this video. I think I said everything I wanted to say. I hope you could understand what I was trying to say because my English is far from being perfect. But I'm trying my best to explain the problem. The most important to remember is to share those links and get as much people as possible to start the issue and write a comment to ask Google to revert the change, especially for the broken coverage one, but also for this one, for the Street View navigation speed issue. So do it, do your best. That's the only thing we can do, unfortunately, and we can only hope that Google will stop doing bad decisions like this and finally make sense. Maybe it will happen one day. We never know. So that's it for this video. Hope you could understand everything I said. As usual, you can share your thought, your question, your everything you want in the comments. If you want to go ahead. And that's it. So thank you everybody for watching, and see you next time when Google will stop breaking stuff, I guess. So goodbye.